Hello, guten Tag, bonjour. Ooh, a little international flavor for you. Okay, this next video is all about area and perimeter. And we are going to explore this particular shape in front of us. It is a square surrounded by 4 identical rectangles. And the 3 questions we will look at today are, first one, find the length of the square in the middle. The second one is find the length of the blue rectangle. And thirdly, we need to find the perimeter of the whole blue cross. Okay, so let's have a look at the clues given to us. The area of that square is 64 centimeters squared. So in order to find one of the lengths, we simply need to take the square root of 64, and that will give us the length of the square. And the square root of 64 equals 8. So that purple side is 8 centimeters. Okay, part B. The area of the blue cross is 6 times bigger than the area of the square. Find the length of the rectangle. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to multiply 64 times 6. And that's going to give us the area of the 4 rectangles, the blue cross. So 6 times 64 equals 384 centimeters squared. And if all 4 of those identical rectangles have an area of 384, then next thing we need to do is divide that number by 4 to find out the area of one of the rectangles. So we can do a little bit of short division there. I'll write it out. 4s into 38 go 9, remainder 2, 4s into 24 go 6. So the area of one of the rectangles is 96 centimeters. So the next thing we need to do is to find out what their missing side is. And the area of a rectangle equals base times height. I'm going to write that out. So then we can put in our numbers to help us solve that missing length. Area equals 96 centimeters squared. And that equals the base times the height of 8 centimeters. So rearranging that formula, we can calculate that the base equals, we can do a little bit of short division there, 12 centimeters. All right, so we solved that particular question. On to the next one. Part C, find the perimeter of the blue cross. So if we look at this blue cross, we can see that there are 4 rectangles, but the inside height of the rectangle is not visible, it's not on the outside of the shape, and the perimeter is only the sides around the outside. So each rectangle is going to have 2 long sides and 1 short side. And we know that each long side, so the width of the rectangle is 12 centimeters. So altogether there's going to be 4 times 2, so 8 of those long sides. 8 times 12, that equals 96 centimeters. And then each rectangle, there's one height of 8 centimeters. So there's 4 of those. 4 times 8 is 32. Then we can simply add those 2 numbers together to get the perimeter, which equals 128 centimeters. So to summarize, that particular question used quite a few different topics that you will need to learn for your 11 plus. First one being area of a rectangle and square, that's base times height. You need to know how to calculate a square root. You need to remember the perimeter is the sum of all the lengths visible on the outside. And it's also really useful to understand how to rearrange a formula to find the missing number using division.